All right, I really like talking about these stories, but this is a teachable moment. Check out the Real 101 playlist, current news playlist. And we have here a man. I don't know what that is. A man here who was incarcerated, trusted his woman with his money, and pretty much she took the money, quadrupled it, flipped it, did all this type of money with them, all this with the money, and then divorced him. And then he allegedly sent her, I'm just gonna say allegedly sent her to the upper room, you know, and let's go.
I just left you 2 months ago. Stop throwing in my face before I kill you.
When Armand got sent to prison, he made a decision that would ultimately seal both their fates. He trusted Tiffany with everything: properties, businesses, investments. His entire financial portfolio went into her name while he served his time behind bars. And what did Tiffany do with that trust? She took every single dollar and built herself a whole new life. The social media posts started flowing like water. Designer bags worth more than most people's cars, luxury vehicles, exotic vacations, business after business opening up under her name. Tiffany wasn't just spending his money. She was bragging about it online like she was some self-made success story. But here's the kicker. She didn't just take his money and disappear quietly. She blocked him on social media, divorced him while he was still locked up, and got herself a whole new man, all while continuing to profit off the empire he had built. He told her to give him back what was his and move on with her life. But Tiffany had gotten too comfortable with the lifestyle his money provided. She wasn't giving up anything. Meanwhile, Armand was getting more desperate and more dangerous. He had been released from prison with nothing. No money, no property, no business to return to. The woman who was supposed to hold everything down for him had left him completely broken. And every day, he had to watch her celebrate the life she had built by destroying his. The threats started coming through third parties. People who knew both Armand and Tiffany were trying to warn her that she was pushing a dangerous man to his absolute limit. But Tiffany wasn't backing down. If anything, she seemed to be enjoying the power she held over him. She had everything. He had nothing. And she was making sure he knew it every single day. Audio recordings surfaced of Armand completely losing his mind, and these messages revealed just how far over the edge this situation had pushed him.
I snap on him because I look at you different. Why the f*** did you worry about my baby mom? I don't give it. Yo, if you ever was to talk to her, she'd tell you that.
I would never talk to that bitch. That bitch ain't on my level. She ain't the fuck nothing to me, and she never been in my circle. She never been around me. I didn't know that bitch.
And you've been bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up. So now I'm gonna give you what you want. To touch you again, I'm never physically gonna hurt you. You married as I'm blowing this head off on everything I love. I'm going back to prison.
Prison didn't scare him anymore because she had already taken everything that mattered. But Tiffany kept pushing. More posts, more celebrations, more flaunting of the wealth she had stolen. She was playing Russian roulette with a loaded gun, and everyone around her could see it except her. October 7th, 2023. A regular Thursday afternoon in Philadelphia. Tiffany decides to take her son to get his haircut at a barbershop on the 2500 block of West Lehigh Avenue. Just another routine day in what she thought was her perfectly constructed new life. What Tiffany didn't know was that Armand had been tracking her movements. He knew her routines, knew where she would be, knew when she would be vulnerable. And on this day, he had made his decision. Around 1:45 p.m., witnesses inside the barbershop noticed a man walk through the front door. The atmosphere immediately changed. You could feel the tension in the air as Armand Hilton stepped into the shop, his eyes scanning the room until they landed on Tiffany. She was sitting there with her son, just waiting for a haircut, a normal moment in what she thought was a normal day. But the moment she saw Armand, she knew her past had finally caught up with her. Witnesses later described seeing Tiffany try to shield her son as Armand approached. She knew what was coming. Armand pulled out a gun in front of a barbershop.
I just left you 2 months ago. Stop throwing in my face before I kill you.
So I think we all know what happened next. It cut off there. I hope this story ain't true, but at the end of the day, you know, one of the things she said that was interesting in this clip is that she loved the power she held over him. She loved the power she held over them, over him. And that just explains it to the T about why these women mess with guys in prison and bums like that. They love the power they hold over these men. You know what I'm saying? And if you think about it, and I always talk about this on the Free Game Anytime channel, they either go to the bottom of the barrel or they try to go to the top. And you want to know why we understand why the bottom of the barrel is because they can control the bum, right? But a guy that has it all, he's too busy getting money. He's too busy getting money. So if a particular guy is too busy making his money, she pretty much got the free will to do what she want to do. She has the free will to do what she want to do because he always work and get money. That's why when you see NBA players retire, then the divorces come because the women are moving a certain type of way. They're moving a certain type of way while these guys are incarcerated. So, I mean, I'm telling y'all, man, a lot of these, you hear more of these stories happen. It was another guy that he left work early and got to his homeboys together, according to this story, and they went to go send an old girl to the upper room. And of course that's heinous, but when these guys are telling y'all they don't want the baby, you know what I'm saying? When they telling y'all these type of things, oh, we don't want the babies, or you a side chick and I'm not leaving my woman and all that. Y'all got to start listening to what these guys be saying, man. Y'all got to be listening with y'all be playing a dangerous game, something far dangerous than Russian roulette. Y'all be playing something far more dangerous than Russian roulette. Y'all be divorcing these guys, leaving them for no reason. Divorcing them, taking their money, holding their kids hostage. And I'm going to talk about Sierra too. Changing the kid's last name, doing this because women can't physically hurt you. That's what y'all don't understand. Women can't physically hurt you. So they want to hurt you with words. They want to hurt you by provoking you because they know the minute you react, even though 90% of the world will react the same way you would react, but you being a man and masculinity being under attack and traditional manhood being under attack with all this liberalism, right? Right? That the world is going to come down on you. They're going to blame you. I tell these people this, get the Patreon and check out the Free Game 89 channel, links in the description. I say it all the time. They're going to place the blame on you. Even if she cheated on you and she robbed you in this situation and you react the way that you humanly are naturally supposed to react, they always get mad at the person who fights back. They always, he's justified. Plenty of the people in the comment section said, hey, man, I think you should free him. She took everything for this money. And then he said, if you didn't listen, he said, hey, just give me back what you started the money. Just give me back my money straight. What you took and what you built on. Just give me my money back and you move on and I move on. And he would have moved on. He would have moved on. He was like, hey, just give my money back. You can keep the pros. You can keep the interest you accumulated, the dividends you accumulated. He was cool. No, hell no, I ain't giving you. And that's women. Women don't believe in paying money back. That's why I never understand why, dudes back in the day used to allow women to financially pay their bill. Women are terrible with money. Women are horrendous with money. Women are horrendous with money. And they stingy. They don't believe in paying shit back. I hate when somebody gives some money to a female around me. They ain't gonna try to pay it. They're gonna try to do everything but pay you that money back. And sometimes they end up spending more money than if they just originally paid you straight. That's a fact. But y'all keep messing over these men. And men are going to start reacting like men are going to react. They're going to stop showing women leniency. Women want to talk like men, be as big as men, fight like men, be in the gym like men, talk all that shit. And this is me and Tom was having this very conversation about a couple weeks ago. Go subscribe to the Brother Tom Business channel, Sports and Entertainment channel. We was having this conversation. I swear to God, I told him this is what's gonna start happening. You got a bunch of single raised men out here. You got a bunch of emotionally unstable dudes out here. They're going to start sending these women to the upper room. This was common sense. This was common sense. Y'all can't. And then women are gotten so bold about it. They hopping on social media. She was fucking taunting them. You trying to men that already went to prison, bro. And they get on social media talking about, yeah, he was a good man. He do nothing wrong. I just wanted a new life. If spark was missing, they getting on the internet, getting bold and taunting guys. And what you think was going to happen? The court system, they not going to change nothing because guess what? They getting exactly what they want. They getting a piece of the divorce pie and all of that. They getting a piece of that. You know? So guess what? If you don't change the laws, guess what? You're going to start seeing a lot of these men and they 35, 40, 450, 55. And you take everything, the houses, the cars that they earn, you have shit to do with it. You take all that shit away from them. Then what else do they have? They don't have nothing to lose. I done heard dudes say I had to live in my car after a divorce and I had to do this, that, and what do you expect to happen? They're going to start sending these women to the upper room. Brad been doing it for years. Brad been sending his woman to the upper room for years. Well, Becky hate Brad so much. If the chicken is too cold, if the beer ain't cold enough, Brad will send his bitch to the upper room expeditiously. And then I'm gonna end off on this. And all these women say, I'm a boss bitch. I got this, I got that. They be lying. They be fucking lying. These ain't no boss bitches, dog. I promise you these ain't no boss bitches, dog. I promise you. I promise you. All these women that claim they got it out their mud, they father helped start their business. A man gave them some money to start their business because they don't have no credit. Most people don't have no credit. They scam to get the money. Usually it's a man. Even Anita Baker's career was started by, I think, Freeway Ricky Ross. When they say, I don't need no man, all these women with boutiques and hair shops and beauty shops, a lot of that is due to the financial gain, the financial success of a man. So anytime I'm a boss babe, I did it on my own, bullshit, child support, slept with a high price dude, deal with a dude that had money and just bought you a business and didn't want nothing back in return. You know, the husband helped getting this. Most of these women get this money from other men. Most of these women ain't self-made. The wealthiest women in the world got it from what? Divorce, a man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Real One-on-One playlist. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Peace.